Why they're so special.
Well, we've actually got two fragments of dinosaur bone. So we do have dinosaurs in Ireland, specifically from Northern Ireland. And they're pieces of the leg bones of a dinosaur. Although actually it's not one dinosaur. They were both found in the same place on the Antrim coast up on Island McGee by the late Roger Byrne, who was a school teacher, but he was a brilliant fossil collector. And he was able to find these rather worn black pieces of bone on a beach that was covered with shiny black pebbles. So amazing observational skills. And they were found quite close to each other, so the obvious thing you think is they came from the same dinosaur. But they don't. They're from two completely different dinosaurs. We've got one dinosaur bone here, which is actually just the end of what's called a femur. It's the top leg bone of a hind leg bone of one of these dinosaurs. And this comes from a four-legged, armour-plated, plant-eating dinosaur, quite possibly an animal called Scelidosaurus. And that we have got a fantastic cast of a complete Scelidosaurus, actually here in the Ulster Museum, that was found in Dorset. So that is a four-legged, plant-eating dinosaur. And then we have this one. It's the lower part of the leg bone, so it's from down here, of a two-legged, meat-eating dinosaur. Probably a thing might be like Megalosaurus, you see. So they're quite different dinosaurs. So you could almost imagine this one chasing the other one. Both of these bones are actually about 200 million years old. They're from the very beginning of the Jurassic period. Of course, everybody's heard of the Jurassic period because of Jurassic Park. And yes, things were very different. These bones were actually found in deposits that were deposited out at sea, so the clays that were deposited out at sea. So it's probable that the geography was completely different. Don't imagine it was like Ireland as it is now, completely different. So yes, there would have been a huge sort of supercontinent, and the dinosaurs would have been walking around somewhere on that, but not where they're now found. They must have died and been carried out to sea, the corpse carried out to sea and sunk to the bottom. So they've been found somewhere where they weren't living.
A lot of parents come and they use the fact that their kids are interested as a sort of camouflage, because I don't think any of us can look at a dinosaur fossil or a Tyrannosaurus Rex head without being awestruck by the size, the scale, the power, the variety that there is within the dinosaur world. Even though it's stretched over millions of years, there isn't any of us who won't be just sort of slightly taken aback by something new, something fresh, and just that sense of, also the sense of mystery. You know, how did they exist? Why did they not exist? All those questions just are triggered, and I would defy anybody not to be fascinated, of any age, not to be fascinated by some of the dinosaur exhibits we have in the museum. Our collection for dinosaurs is part of our nature collection, which covers everything from sea life to meteorites to jewels to the Ice Age, and has a number of very exciting aspects of it, including a very, very interesting elements exhibition. But the fossils exhibition, which is where a lot of the dinosaur linked exhibits would be, is a key part of our nature exhibition.
Our understanding of dinosaurs has improved immensely because we have a better understanding of actually how animals live today. When I was a kid, which was a few years ago, the general notion was that the long-necked dinosaurs lived in swamps and they had their necks, sort of their heads right up at the top, you see. And they lived in the swamps to sort of protect them from the meat-eaters. And we now know that's absolute nonsense because they wouldn't be able to breathe. Their lungs would be crushed by the pressure of water. And lots of things, a better understanding of actually how animals live and get by. We're finding new dinosaurs all the time, places like South America, new things coming out of China all the time. There's even new things coming out of USA and even Britain. Isle of Wight is one of the best places in Europe to look for dinosaurs. Roger Byrne also found those two dinosaur bones, but he also found this. Now, it doesn't look like much, little kind of pentagonal shaped bone, you see, but there's something odd about it. So I have shown it to the dinosaur experts in the UK, and they say, no, it's not one of ours, it's not a dinosaur. They say, go and talk to the turtle people. And I've shown it to some of the world's authorities on fossil turtles. They say, no, it's not one of ours, go and talk to the dinosaur people, you see. So this is one of the mysteries, is that there's this third bone that Roger found on the same beach, and we don't really know what it is. I strongly suspect it's actually part of the armour plating of one of these plant-eating, four-legged, armour-plated dinosaurs, a bit like Scelidosaurus, but with just that one bone, it's not that much to go on. When you think of dinosaurs, everybody thinks of America, United States, where loads and loads have been found. Even in England, loads of dinosaurs. Ireland, it seems virtually none. So perhaps it was St. Patrick banished the dinosaurs along with the snakes. Yeah, there are very, very few dinosaur remains known from Ireland.